Emmanuel Ceysson is one of the world's greatest harpists. Some people might even say the greatest. He became particularly famous when he won the ARD competition, the famous competition in Munich. He's a fantastic musician. He started his career after winning the competition as the solo harp player of the Paris Opera, then moved to the solo harpist of the Metropolitan Opera in New York, and is now the solo harp player of the Los Angeles Philharmonic. Well, that's quite a career already. So, great pleasure working with him. He's a wonderful guy too. Great to have him here.
In France, we have a special system, like you don't start with an instrument right away. Your first years are learning the principle of the music, learning how to read the notes, and listening to a lot of music to recognize the instruments, things like that. One day we were played the concerto for flute and harp by Mozart. I didn't even know what a harp looked like. It was on a recording, but the sound of it really touched me very deeply. And then when I was asked 2 years later at 7 which was the instrument I wanted to pick, I had no hesitation. I wanted to really play the instrument, and it was really to try to find this sound that was really so unique and so different.
Khon Overture เนี่ยได้รับแรงบันดาลใจจากการแสดงโขนซึ่งเป็นการแสดงขั้นสูงนะครับที่คนไทยเราก็คุ้นเคยดีก็มีเนื้อเรื่องนะครับก็คือแสงอาทิตย์เนี่ยก็ไปต่อสู้กับพระรามและท้ายสุดก็แพ้จริงๆก็เป็นการต่อสู้ระหว่างธรรมะกับธรรมจะมีเสียงจังหวะกลองมีเสียงเครื่องตีเครื่องเคาะนะครับมีทำนองที่เป็นไทยประยุกต์ผสมผสานกับเสียงประสานที่มีลักษณะเป็นดนตรีคลาสสิกร่วมสมัยนะครับก็คิดว่าจะเป็นการแสดงที่น่าประทับใจอีกครั้งของวง Royal Bangkok Symphony Orchestra ครับ
The second half of the concert is Sibelius' First Symphony. The young Sibelius was very keen on defending his nationalism and his country, and he put a lot of Finnish legends and folklore into his music of this period. And the first symphony, his very first symphony, is an epic piece. It's a piece which has the feeling of legends and history, drama, passion, romance. And between those two, we've got Glière's Harp Concerto. It's one of the most important harp concertos. And as I mentioned, Emmanuel played this for his final round of the big competition in Munich, which he won a few years ago. It's a beautiful concerto.
Well, it's my first time in Thailand, and I'm really thrilled to be here. Yesterday was the first meet with the orchestra, and so the orchestration is very well done. It's a pretty big orchestra. But it's also it's not really easy. It doesn't come very naturally to any orchestra I have played it with, and I have played it with many different orchestras. And especially because the harp is a particular instrument, the second movement is written in a key that sounds particularly well on the harp, which is C flat major, and which means you have the key is 7 flats. And usually orchestras, especially string players, don't like to read 7 flats. And so it's always a big surprise when they start the second movement, they realize, oh my gosh, it's seven flats, it's a lot. So we had a lot of fun yesterday. People usually don't picture the harp to be able to play in concerto like this as a solo instrument. But no, the acoustics are great, and I think it's going to work very well. So I am really happy to play with the RBSO and also with the Glière, obviously.
Thank you.